Here in the lovely confines of the Sandrock Fieldhouse, we're meeting with Coach Tanner Nelson. And Coach, the season's off and running now. You guys hosted a very special game last week, inter-county rivalry with Spring Garden. You came up a little short. Did show a lot of signs of life. The crowd was tremendous. A lot of positives coming out of a loss last week. But just take us back to last week and how that game transpired.
Yeah, a lot of positives and a lot of negatives. The frustrating thing, we just didn't play well defensively. We're in the right spot, we just didn't execute, and we got to get a lot of stuff cleaned up going into Friday. And I think we've had a really good week so far, but still got some stuff to get cleaned up. We're heading in the right direction, so that's kind of what you want to see at this point in the year, that we're taking the steps. Offensively, I thought we made a leap from Jamboree to the first game, and still we got to get some stuff cleaned up front and continue to improve, and just got to, before we get really into region play next week, we got a couple more things we got to get cleaned up and get figured out.
Coach, you gotten a little bit more of a rhythm in the second half offensively. Was there something you seen at halftime that you were able to kind of exploit in the second half, or what got you going?
Well, I think it was just continue to play hard, and good things are going to happen. And I thought we came out at a halftime and played hard. Really the entire game we played hard, and we just didn't execute several times that led to them having big plays. So we got to get some of that cleaned up, and we got to continue to be physical and do all the small things throughout the game to have a chance to win. And we just didn't do that. We didn't meet all our goals. So we still have a lot of stuff, long way to go, and a lot of stuff to get cleaned up, before Friday.
Coach, this week you got West End coming in, right down the road here in Etowah County. A team with a lot of tradition over the years. Over the last couple of years, they've had their struggles, but still a dangerous opponent. And you got a young team here, so you got a lot right here in front of you. But what have you seen from West End when you turn on the film?
Yeah, they're athletic and big, and looks like they do a good job in the weight room. And we gotta be ready to go. They're not gonna roll over, so we gotta go in there and try to get a big win. A young team for us, having to go on the road for the first time. So how are we gonna handle all that? So we got a lot of stuff, to kind of get figured out, and really get mentally prepared for a good road test, early in the year before you get into region play. So this will be a good one for us. And they played a very good Pleasant Valley team last week and had a couple of injuries early, kind of stalled them. So they'll be ready to go and ready to get a big win and start their season also.
Coach, you mentioned you guys are a very young football team. Talk about the challenges that comes with that. I mean, getting guys out here, but just not having a lot of seasoned guys in every position. Because you can see senior-led teams a lot of times, there's not a whole lot of coaching going on. There is, but there ain't. They're doing a lot of coaching. But when you got a younger group of guys, how difficult is that on your staff, kind of molding these guys, getting them ready for the future and the now?
Well, every day when we just come in ready to improve and get better, and some of the stuff they just don't know how to win yet. And by saying that, all the stuff that goes into winning, we're still at the stage now that we're still learning all this stuff that goes into getting that win Monday through Thursday, and all the losses throughout the week to get ready to win. That's what we're still trying to figure out. All the small details, whether it's where your cleats go or helmet goes, or in the weight room where it goes, or wearing the right stuff. That's kind of where we're at. We're still learning how to do all the small things, what it takes to win. So, we're making strides, and we're climbing that mountain, and hopefully by the end of the year that we've made enough got enough stuff cleaned up and got all that stuff ready to go. Hopefully heading into the playoffs that we're where we need to be.
Coach, you mentioned region play coming up. You're on the eve of that coming up very soon, but obviously you want to start trying to peak and get the things in the position to win the region games is obviously the most important thing about this season. What all do you think you got to work on between now and then as a group to get ready for that region play?
Well, I think it's still up front. We got to be better up front offensively and defensively, and we got to tackle, we got to block. It's really, that's what in order to win a football game, you got to tackle and block, and that's kind of where we're still at. We got to tackle and block somebody before you really worry about X's and O's and all the other stuff. We got to tackle, and we got to block, and we got to be better up front, and we're getting there. And we're still physical at practice, and we got to do all that kinds of stuff to, here in a couple of years we may could kind of back off some and get more X's and O's, but right now we're still in the initial stage of having to block and tackle and try to get guys. We're still moving guys around. Whether you may start this position last week, you may be in this position this week. So, we've got guys and they're bought in and they want to win. They want to win. They want to do everything it takes to win, and they're coming in every day hungry, ready to get better, and so they're going to get there, and we just got to get stuff cleaned up and get guys in the right position and then go out and execute. And I think we'll hopefully have a good week.
Coach, I had to park in the North 40 last week when I got here a little bit late to watch you guys play. Talk about that, how the community came out, and how awesome is it to see these stands out here filled with people. And I mean, there's people on the gate standing around watching. Mm-hmm. That's one thing that a lot of people don't have, but you do got that right out of the gate. Talk about this community a little bit.
We had really good community support, and a lot of people showed up to the game. And you really didn't know, because we still have a lot of construction going on, concession stand and bathrooms, and we had to move some stuff around. And but overall, man, I thought it was a really good crowd. Everybody's excited, and they're excited, come out, first road game. They're going to be there and be loud. So we're excited to, hopefully the final product this week will be something to be proud of. But we still got work to do, and I hope this community, they come out and get behind us, and really they're excited for what's to come.
A couple more questions, Coach, then we'll shut it down. Who's some of the guys that when you turn the film on, you're just like, I mean, this guy's doing what we're teaching him to do? Some of the guys you'd like to talk about right now.
Well, I mean, there's several who's doing it right, but then there's throughout the game, their eyes are not in the right position, or they're going here, and some of that's just from the reps, mental reps of doing it in a real game. You can practice, but until you play it and you see it, and you're kind of tired, and that's when you make mistakes. You get a little bit tired. So, that just comes with years of reps. And, I think it's hard to name anybody, because we've had really, throughout the game, we had guys who were just perfect. Then all of a sudden, we wasn't in the right position. So, I thought Alec played a really good, really half. He made 2 or 3 plays that were kind of questionable. Other than that, he graded out really well. So we had quarterback, anytime your quarterback plays well, that gives you a chance to win. And we had a chance to win. We just didn't execute defensively, and we're going to get there. And we get it cleaned up a little bit. And the offensive line, they're continuing to improve. From day one of when we got here, to now, you can really see they're getting there. But we still got ways to go to get where we want to be. Because we got a tough region play, so we got to get them guys. We got to get them ready to go. Starting to get some younger guys who are kind of growing up on us, who I think are going to be giving us some valuable reps here in a couple of weeks. So we got a lot of guys who are we're excited about seeing, and we got when they get in the game, they got to be where they're supposed to be, and they got to execute.
Be where their feet is.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Coach, before I let you out of here, I always like to turn it back over to the coach for final thoughts. Could be anything you'd like to talk about program related.
Yeah, I want everybody to come out tomorrow night, and we go to West End. We need all the support we can get. These guys, they've came in. We had early week last week, so really Friday kind of started this week. So we've had a really good week, and the guys are excited, and we're continuing to get bigger and stronger, and we're going to block and tackle, and that's to me our mindset. We just want to be. We want to get where we're able to go in every game, and we're going to be bigger and stronger than you. And we're not there yet, but hopefully, if we continue to improve and continue to get better, that hopefully that'll come. So we want everybody to come out and be loud, and hopefully we get off on the right foot and get the season started.
Rome wasn't built in a day, but the first brick was laid. Here we go, Coach. Coach, appreciate you sitting in. Thank you so much, and good luck to you guys.
Thank you.